It's Mike Stan here from Aspire Solutions. In conversation from Aspire Solutions, I'm sitting with Lukhanyo, who is our new or latest intern. Lukhanyo joined us in February this year, so he's been with us 4 months. Our history with Lukhanyo is a little bit beyond that because as a grade 10 scholar, we gave him and other scholar Santish a bursary. Now that they finished school, he has joined us on an intern basis, but automatically then ends up in the Aspire Academy. Okay, and the aim of the academy is to bring our technical resources and other resources up to speed as quickly as possible, make them really valuable in terms of production. So you've come from a base of schooling with regard to IT, but not much else formally in terms of that. Okay, so how have you found the learning experience in the academy?
The learning experience has added an extension of the basics.
Okay.
So it went into deeper elements. We covered only the surface in terms of IT.
At school?
Yes.
Yeah.
We only got in around the concepts of what this is and what that is, but not like in depth of how
Okay.
it is out.
And the practically building it yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Because that's the one thing that we are trying to do in the academy, is to complement the theoretical side, because the theoretical side you can read, you can learn, but actually at the same time to do.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you arrived at the academy, you were told to start what?
Database relation.
No, before that.
Oh yes, must write down the draw.
You must, no, even before that.
Design.
So where I'm going is that the minute you arrived at the academy is that you were told to identify a project that you wanted to do. So we literally say to the students in the academy that they must identify something that they want to build from a software perspective, because it gives you something to aim at right from the first day. So you chose.
Legit services.
And what does Legit Services do?
It's a company that provides various services.
Yes.
Security, drivers,
Okay.
even vehicles.
So like an outsourced company, I've got a requirement for security or cleaning, and your company comes along and provides that to me. So we do this with the students from the get-go in the academy so that they can identify something to build around, and it starts the journey of creating that as a piece of software. Where did that journey start?
Started.
What is the first layer of stuff that you learned? You said it just now.
First layer.
Yeah, the first bottom layer. That.
The surface.
No, the database. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So the journey, while technical on the one, or theoretical on the one side, is also practical. So building up the pieces of your system from the get-go. So the journey is to say, start at the foundations, and the foundations in terms of software is the database, and then move up the technology stack, layer for layer for layer for layer, until you've got a working piece of software. 4 months. Have you got a piece of working software?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So you and I are going to show us your working piece of software.
Yeah.
And while you're showing it, I'll prompt you if you can't get it, but I want you to talk about the moments, the outcomes that you got as you were going. So without further ado, show us. Okay. So this is Legit Services software. They use it to manage the company, your company. You've got what are you managing there? You've got?
We have employees.
Yeah.
We have the jobs.
Yeah.
That's provided to the clients.
Yeah.
And then we have the clients themselves.
Okay. So just show us one of those. Show us the jobs page or something like that. Okay. So what we're seeing here is a working piece of software.
Yes.
Okay. From the bottom up, from the database where we store the information through to the various stacks coming through that.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into deep depth about the technical stack because there's not a technical discussion, but what makes me super proud is the fact that within 4 months you've managed to build this piece of software. Are you a fully fledged software developer yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. But you're well on your way in terms of the journey. Okay. And from now you can only go one way, and that's further and broader and wiser and more intelligent. That's the journey through the academy. So we very quickly have brought you to a point where you've got something that is worth a whole lot of stuff, and you can then Lukhanyo show us another page. Click on something. Click on your jobs, your client page. So okay, so that's what happens in software. We're not finished with the stuff. So click off that. Go back to your employee page or something that's working. That whole experience of, even breaking software and fixing software is part of the learning experience. So you've managed to get this thing to a point where it's working, you can flick through the pages, it's fetching information, it's doing all sorts of stuff, which puts you well on your way to the path. So I think that's almost it from a conversation perspective. I don't know if there's anything about this experience you want to comment on.
No, nothing much to say actually, but it's been a journey of its own.
Yeah.
You haven't reached a place where you're rock bottom and like frustrated.
10,000 hours, eh?
Yeah.
10,000 hours to become a professional at something. And if you do 10,000 hours, if you calculate it back, it's about 10 years worth of work. Okay, and that is what you guys need to understand, especially as young people in IT. You won't get there this year. You'll get somewhere, but you've got to give yourself time to grow to that experience. Have you enjoyed rubbing shoulders with the senior developers?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you learn from them?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's also another nice feature of the Spy Academy, is that because the academy is attached to a working software house being Aspire Solutions, we are on a day-to-day basis putting out software, creating software, and therefore you're getting a real life experience through this thing. So there's the theoretical stream, there's your project that you're building, and you're rubbing shoulders with people that are building working software all the time. So that, I think, is good, and we look forward to the journey with you further. Okay.